To Practical Knowledge started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the amazing Commander General Yohana. This is the Friday Lashawan Qadash class. Precinct Officer Uriah is going to be holding down the class until Officer Taza arrives, right? So just like every other Friday, we're going to start it off like how we normally do. Just repeat after me. I'm going to go over the letters. Ah. Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, qua, ra, sha, and the. So, Officer Tazadak is going over expressions and everything with the class. I myself is learning as a student with that. So since I'm not as familiar with that, I'm gonna continue to go over with the 51 most commonly used words, throughout the scriptures of what you will use when speaking. Last class we stopped off at. I want to say we stopped off at bond, which is son. So we're just gonna start back up. With that 51 words. So bear with me just a few moments. All right, so our next three, number 9 is gonna be aisle, which if anybody, when you saluting the sister, Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shah, aisle means on, upon, concerning, on account of. Yahweh Shamar Alathan, Yahweh watch on you. So on, upon, concerning, on account of. Kaya, number 10, which that's in the Lord's prayer, but it means for, that, because, when, but. Haya. There's another one that's in the Lord's prayer. If you come to Sabbath service, or if you go over a couple of the prayers with us, Haya is in a lot of the prayers and a lot of the Old Testament as well, which it means happen, because, become, be. That's in the qual stem. If you've been rocking with us for a minute, you'll know that the Hebrew language has a few different stems. You have the qual stem, the nafil stem, and the hafil stem. But in these two stems right here, happen, because, become, be is in the qual stem, and then the nafil stem, it can mean be done or be made. Give y'all a minute to copy that down or take a picture if you need to. To get the first 8, you can always go back to our previous classes and check those out if need be. We're just gonna leave that up there for a minute. All right, moving on. I'm gonna go ahead and erase those. so our next three, Isupk. Again, with the prayers on the Sabbath day, you'll hear this in Psalms 83, Isupk, which could mean to do or make if we're using the qual stem, or in the field stem, be done or be made. Just like our previous word, Hayah, of course you can see some similarities within the definitions, but just like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we can use more than one word to mean one thing, or we can use one word to mean a multiplicity of things. It's just like, for like a sister that's a whore, we might call her a hoe, a prostitute, a runner, a bopper, other things like that. A gun, you might call it a burner, a yapper, a gat, a stick, whatever, But that's just, we're using different words to mean one thing, but it's all dependent on context, because we are contextual people. But that's where we get a lot of the meanings for our words, unlike the white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right. He may use a word that just, like the term respect. We use that as a mean or a term of endearment toward other folks, but really the makeup of the word doesn't really make sense for what you're using it for. But that's just the English language. Our next word, we got bawa, which in the field stem, in the qual stem, which would mean to enter, come, or to attain to, or in the field stem, it would be to bring in, or to carry in. So you have different ways of using the same word. Now, 14. Can anybody explain, or does anybody know what this word 14 is? Go ahead, huh?
Alahayim means power.
It means power. Now, when most people see Alahayim in the scriptures, they assume, or they want to give that over to the Most High. Well, the Alahayim is not this. When you see, God in the scriptures, that's where you would see that word Alahayim. When you see God said this or God said that, most often you don't see, well, we'll get into the Most High's name a little bit later, because that's one of the other common words that we're going to go over. But Alahayim is just explaining that's one of the heavenly hosts, or an angel or messenger that's speaking for the power, which for Alahayim, it means rulers, judges, divine ones, the heavenly host, angels, again, heavenly host, gods, lowercase g, or God-like. That's the Alahayim. I'm going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to leave that up there for a second, just so anybody can take a picture, copy it down if you need to. All right, I'm just going to leave it up there for a small moment. See if there's any questions. Those three, I'm going to go ahead and take those down. right. So our next three, of course, we all should know Yasharallah, Israel, or Prince of the Power. Should know that. If you've been in school a day or watched any of our classes, anything. 16 is Malak, or King. And then we also have MACHAATAZA, which, I mean, like, again, with all of our prayers, some of these words are pretty much used many of times. So some of these should be called to memory as is, but if not, you know, I'm gonna leave that up there and try to go ahead and get a picture if you need to. Moving on. next three, if you were here with us a few weeks ago, MACHAATAZA went over the Yawanyam or days, but Yawam is day right now. What's today? Well, really, it's the Sabbath day, so it's the Shabbat Yawam. Well, we say that Shabbat Yawam. So it's the day of Sabbath. 19, we have Ayash. In book of Genesis, you'll see this word occur within the first chapter, or man. Ayash is man. And then Panyam is for face or appearance. For most brothers, Alawat Panya, without the M, is the general's face or appearance. And that's when we would give the general his chaos or greeting that he was due. So these are going to be my final letters. MACHAATAZA is going to go further with the lesson. Again, if you all want to go ahead and take pictures or notes or whatever, go ahead and take them, give you a moment. But as always, since we do record these classes, they are recorded. You can always go back, rewind, rewatch, and revisit. Keep it fresh on your mind. We're going to give MACHAATAZA just a moment to come join with us. All right. I'm going to pass the class over to Preaching Officer 5000 Tazada.
My man. All right. Give Officer Uriah a hand. No. All right. So yesterday, High Holy Feast Day. You know what I'm saying? Feast of Tabernacles. Where you treat it like the Sabbath, right? So I thought today, take a little break from what we've been going over and kind of jump into something. Well, everything that I like to go over, stuff that you should be using every day. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that you should use every day and covers you every day is the Lord's Prayer, right? So I'm going to go into breaking down the beginning parts of the Lord's Prayer, putting together everything that we've gone over thus far. All right? Okay? All right. Let's see how this. Place this over here so I can have room. All right. Okay. So we're gonna break it down stanza by stanza. Okay. So the first word is a, b, na, wa. All right. So based off of what we've gone over previously, right? All right. So there are prefixes and there are suffixes, right? Okay. So all right. So this first word, does it have a prefix or a suffix or both? Abanawa. Cheat sheet. Go ahead.
Prefix, right?
Prefix, what's the prefix?
Ah.
Okay.
This is a lot. Yeah, it's an alba.
All right. Okay, so what's is it a prefix, suffix, both? Not at all?
Is it prefix alba?
Nah.
I'm sure it's saying
You grown, you gonna give it a shot? Does this word have a prefix, suffix, or both? Go ahead.
Suffix.
What's the suffix?
Abba, Nawa.
That's the whole word. What's the suffix?
Nawa.
Correct. All right.
Correct.
Yeah, brother, hand. All right. So that allows you to establish the root word. All right. So if Nawa is the suffix, which we look right here, Nawa is our. What is Abba? Kahan. What does it sound like? Think of a child.
You ask me what the word is?
Yeah,
Well,
Abba.
the word is father.
Correct. Get that brother a hand. All right. So we have literally the beginning of the Lord's Prayer, our Father. Okay. All right. The next word. All right, the next word is Shabbat Shemayim. All right, this word have a prefix, a suffix, or both. Right.
It's got, I want to say it's a double prefix. So
Damn it, it's actually
like
triple.
three. Remember, it says like three. Well, there's three of them. I know that much.
All right, so what are they?
Well, you got Shah, Ba, and Shah.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess in this tense or in this, reference, the first Shah would be who, the Ba, I guess would be in, and I guess the other Shah would be pertaining to.
No.
No?
Yes and no. You got the first two right. All right, so you said the first one is Shah, which he said whom.
Okay, then which?
Okay. Okay. All right. So the first one is whom, because Shah as a prefix can be whom, which, or pertaining to. All right. Ba as a prefix is in. All right. All right. Shah again can also mean whom, which, or pertaining to. In this case, which. All right, my yum. All right, and technically, this is actually a word. This is a root word, right? but the root of this root word is mayim, right? Okay, so shemayim is an actual word, right? Okay, so let's do it like this, right? All right, so you had it right. Whom, in, right? All right, so we have. Actually, no, you were correct the first time. You were correct the first time. Now that I think about it. All right. So he said pertaining to.
Special mind is pertaining to water, right?
God damn, brother. God damn. Damn. Just give it all away, huh? Give it all away. Just be Christian, huh? Just give it all away. All right. Since he done gave it all away already. All right. So mayim means water. All right. All right. Shemayim is heaven in Hebrew. Right. When you break it down, it is pertaining to waters. Right. Because the original name for heaven, I mean, speaking in an English standpoint, is firmament. And you remember in Genesis, in the beginning, he separated the waters from the waters, right? Mm-hmm. You had the upper firmament, you know what I'm saying, which is space, you know what I'm saying, from the lower firmament, which is our atmosphere, right? So it is separated by the three forms: solid, liquid, gas. Right, our atmosphere is gas. You got the solid, you know what I'm saying, which is the not the equator, the ozone layer. You understand? And then you got water above that. You know what I'm saying? The heavens. You know what I'm talking about? All right. So our Father, whom in this is heaven. Use another color. Well, I'll use black because you ain't gonna be able to see green. All right. So this is heaven in Hebrew. All right. Shemayim is heaven. All right. So our Father, whom in heaven, right? Okay. The next word is Qadash. All right. So this is a word that you should know. All right, because this is the Lashawan Qadash class, right? All right. Qadash is something that you are to be every day. You know what I'm saying? It is a word in itself. Anybody want to take a stab at it? Kahan.
Holy, sir.
Get that brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got new markers? Oh. I feel like the kid in the candy store.
I don't know if those new, sir. I'm be honest.
We about to find out. Look new to me. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Holy. Alright. So the next word we have is Hayah. Now this is kind of a trick question. Don't expect you to get it right. Alright. Don't be cheating.
You told me to use my notes.
Hayah.
I mean, I just went over this one. I just went over this. I just know.
Anybody want to take a stab at it? Come on.
B, sir.
Huh?
Hayah, is it B?
Is it what?
B, or because.
No.
Holy be thy name.
All right. What do we tell fake Israelites not to address the Lord by?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So, this is not saying that you can just, be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, this is This is like a proper name, right? So think of it like a commencement. You know what I'm saying? Kahan, what's your name mean?
Priest, sir.
Kahan,
Gabar.
what does your name mean?
Priest warrior.
All right. So if I say, hear ye, bear from Killeen, Texas. You know what I'm saying? The warrior priest himself. You know what I'm saying? Coming through the door. You know what I'm saying? In Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's a pronouncement. You know what I'm saying? Our Father, whom art in heaven, hallowed or holy. You know what I'm saying? Hayah is making in reference to his name. You know what I'm saying? You basically making a big pronouncement before you say his name. You know what I'm saying? Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You know what I'm saying? So you're making a formal pronouncement unto the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So that's all this is. So it's like this word doesn't have a conjugation. It's a word kind of like a what's the best English term that I can use? It doesn't really have an English word to. I'll just use reference point. You know what I'm saying? It's a point of reference to what you're talking about.
Would this be in this context? Because with the 50, common words, Hayah was given a definition of be, become, because.
Right, and the Lord is always a state of being. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, it's talking about the Most High.
Right. But when the prayer is said, be would be in that spot, right?
Yeah.
Well, like you said, a reference point, like is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like how Yah is more like is.
Yes and no. You know what I'm saying? It's literally talking about the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring it full circle.
So Hayah is that the Lord. So holy the Lord.
It's basically saying it's. I'm gonna write the next word so to give reference. All right. So the next word.
You almost made me a liar. You almost made me a liar, sir.
You know what I'm talking about? All right. What does Shemka mean?
Name.
Name. That is correct.
Your name.
All right. So, what Han said is correct to a certain extent, right? So this is a prefix in this case, which is the. Yah is a informal reference to the name of the Most High. All right. So wait, I'm not done, because literally the next word that comes after this is Yahweh.
Right.
Okay. So Abanawa, our Father, Shabbat Shemayim, whom in heaven, Qadash, holy, the name. All right. It's like you don't call your daddy. You know what I'm saying? You never call your father. Like my dad's name is Walter. I'm not gonna call him Walter.
What up, Walt?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call the Most High. What up, y'all? fuck? Slacky. Excuse me, Slacky. You know what I'm saying? You feel? You understand what I'm saying? That's the best way that I can get. I can explain it. Go ahead.
I understand what you're saying now, knowing the way prefixes and suffixes work. Ha meaning the, and then Yah is like how, like
Right.
I get it. I get.
Because like if you look
where it
up
comes
the
in the two letter or in the dictionary.
and we gonna use the dictionary we got right here.
How Yah ain't gonna be in there?
No, but Yah is. Okay. All right.
Phones on vibrator, silent during class.
So when you look up and for a reference point, we're gonna put the Strong's Concordance number up here for it. Strong's Concordance number is H3050. All right. I'm gonna read the definition. All right. Yah. All right. For Yahweh in the shortened form, the proper name of the one true God, used, it's like the English term for it is a compound, the water. I couldn't think of it. You know what I'm saying? Used in many compounds, name beginning with the letters Yah, names ending in Yah or beginning in Yah, like Uriah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, like on the slave manifolds, they have like references say that these are the children of Israel, because a lot of their names either begin or end with Yah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that breaks it down. You know what I'm saying? So, take a picture of this while I move on to the next part of it. Got it? Oh, you found the eraser. What was that?
Back there at the Shamar desk, they might have been using it in the book.
Of course. Trying to buy their own supplies. Or at least use the beat up eraser. You know what I'm saying? But this is very important to be broken down, because first and foremost, this is something that you should be saying every day. You know what I'm saying? Because it covers everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I always laugh at Christians when they pray over their food. I was like, did you say the Lord's Prayer today? If you say the Lord's Prayer today, you don't got to pray over your food, because you asked the Lord to give you the food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you said, amen, let it be.
Don't take me out.
You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta say God is great, God is good, let us thank him for our food. You know what I'm saying? Like,
amen.
you know what I'm saying? Like you did it, everything is covered. You know what I'm saying? You know, your daily bread, this day, you being blessed to live this day, give us this day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? This man, yeah.
So there's a question about that term, Hayah.
Go ahead,
so
brother.
anytime that we see that word, it's going to be
Not always. That's why I said it depends on the if you see Hayah in the reference in the same sentence as Yahweh, it's referencing to Yahweh. If you see it in the other sense in how it is, become correct. I'm sorry, correct. Or if you see it in the beginning of a statement following a previous complete thought referencing the Lord.
You're still going back to
Right. Exactly. That's why I was like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? And remember, like when we doing this, you can't think English to Hebrew.
Hebrew.
To English. You know what I'm saying? So I saw what you was doing. You was like, well, it's our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, in Hebrew, that's not what it was talking about. It was making reference to the name. You know what I'm saying? The name above all names, the creme de la creme. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's that name, and then like you said, right after Yahweh.
Right, which is what we about to do right now. All right.
Maybe I'm incorrect.
Brother, if you got some strong, don't let it roll, baby. I'm talking about. That's what I was asking you. You said a drink. You had to hit the boy. Yeah. Con, because number 3 is here. Like how I did that?
Yeah. Most I ain't right. I respect the right and wrong. That I do. You didn't have to call me out on camera. It's supposed to be between you and me alone.
What you mean?
it ain't really a promotion though. It's a promotion.
It's really
to
not.
Another real nigga.
Y'all boys crazy. first word that we have here. All right, the first word we have here is Yahweh. Do I need to really break this word down?
Nah, sir.
All right. Can you just tell the people what it is? Go
The
ahead.
Most High, sir.
The Most High in Christ. All right, the Most High. All right. Next word we have is Malak Wath Ka. All right. Does this word have a prefix, a suffix, or both? Kahan. Shut up. At least let them struggle a little bit.
Prefix, sir. Why? I mean, Salakia. Ma.
He really helps you.
So
No,
struggle a little bit. I did that.
No, Salakia. I knew. I was just trying to figure out, because like last I was trying to figure out if I read
What you just said. When
right to left and left to right.
struggle.
No. Okay. So whatever we write phonetically, right? I'm writing from left to right. Okay. All right. So this word is Malak Wath Ka.
So no, it doesn't have a prefix because Malak is king. Khan.
Okay. What does Wath mean? Curveball.
Give me a second, sir.
Curveball. You know a nigga named Malak Wath.
Khan. So I know Malak. Oh, shit.
What does Malak Wath mean? Ooh-wee, counsel.
You know his name don't mean kingdom, right?
Khan.
Khan.
All right, so wait. Okay. So, I mean, because we had a class on this already, so let's break this up.
Suffix, sir. Ka.
No, wait. I mean, you're right. Let me go and give you lines so you know you're right, okay? All right, I'm going to give you lines. Right? But what the brother brought out was so heavy, like a 254 Chevy. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, what you said is correct. All right? So, the root word of all of this is Malak. Right? I'm going to use a different color here. Got so many choices now. You know what I'm saying? You right? Okay, so I'll use blue then. Here. No, because I already got blue up there. I use red. Okay, I'll use red. All right. Okay. So, he is correct. The root word of this entire thing is Malak, which means what?
King. Sir.
King.
That's a deep word too.
It's like maroon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It showed up good on.
King. All right. So what does Wath mean? Be quiet.
Come, sir.
You want a hint? I'm gonna give you a hint, but it's gonna make you walk it out yourself.
Khan, sir.
All right. So Ak means what?
Brother.
Ak-Wath means what?
Sister.
Right. So Malak means king. Malak-Wath means what? I mean, you said what the word
Well, I know it's
means.
kingdom,
Right.
but we breaking it
But
down.
but
so-
why does when the Wath add to it, it becomes it's because this is feminine, right? All right. So when the Wath is added, it's kingdom. What does a king do to a kingdom?
He rules over it. It's dominion.
Right. So the king would be masculine because he does what? He does what to the kingdom?
He rules the kingdom.
Right. So anyone that's in the kingdom is subject to him. So it's feminine. All right. Okay. So whenever you see wa added to something, it is the feminization of that word. All right? Not to be confused with context word like haya or hawa, because that lets you know in context what we're talking about, he or she. Right? But whenever you see wa on a word, it is the feminine conjugation of the root word. Wa has no, like you type in wa, nothing's gonna come up. Right? That's a Hebrew word that has no English translation. Okay? All right. Now, you are correct. Ka is a suffix. All right? So when ka is a suffix, what does it mean?
You or your.
Correct. Correct, brother. Correct. All right. Okay. Next one we have is taba'a. All right.
Prefix.
All right. Okay. It's lucky. Okay. All right. You say it's a prefix. What's the prefix?
Ta.
All right. What does tha mean as a prefix?
Thee,
Thou or thee.
thou or thee.
Right. Which is in reference to what?
You.
All right. All right. So you got that part down. So the root word is ba'a. What does ba'a mean? Man, hey, bro. He's 5, bro. 5. These hoes, these some 5 markers right here, boy. All right, what does ba'a mean?
I'm not sure, sir.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. You can actually use that.
Oh, no, Salaki, so I know what it means. It means come or enter.
Get that brother a hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Get that brother a hand, man. All right, ba'a means to enter. All right, Strong's Concordance number for that, H872. You want to look it up yourself, or you can do 2 letters. All right. So we had Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Qadash, Haya, Shamka, which is Our Father, which art in heaven, holy, the name, Yahweh. All right. Malak with Ka, your kingdom enter. All right. Because D is in reference talking to the Most High, and the Ka that's at the suffix at the end of Malakwa. All right? The Most High, Yahweh, His kingdom enter. All right? Okay? Next, we have MACHAATAZA. Right? Does this word have a prefix, a suffix, or both? Oh, you trying to shine on me with the line, man, bro? Don't sweat, just wait. Just wait on it. Go ahead.
The suffix, sir?
What is the suffix?
Ka.
That is correct. Give that brother a hand. All right. So, MACHAATAZA is the root word, all right, which means fragment, all right, or a portion of, okay? Can't spell. All right. And ka is what? As we established earlier, you or your. All right. Okay. So here we are again. We have a word that's already been referenced. Haya. All right. We've already established that this word has a prefix. All right, which is ha, which is the. All right, and ya, which is in reference to the proper. I just can't spell it. All right. And then Yah is in reference to the proper name of the Most High, which is Yahweh, which is the beginning of the beginning of the name of the Lord, right? Which is a formal, informal way of saying the Lord's name, right? Okay. Next word we have here, we have Aisha. All right. What does Aisha mean? And don't be guessing. I see you thinking. See you trying to turn the wheel. This is a root word in itself. There's no prefix or suffix. Normally when it is, I'll ask if there a prefix, suffix, or both. All right? All right, what does Aisha mean? Go ahead.
Done?
No. Give you one more guess.
I don't know, sir.
No sweat. All right? Grass. Okay. Next one is Rataza, which is what? Does the word have a prefix, suffix, or both?
Prefix, sir.
What is the prefix?
Ba,
All right, which means what?
in,
All right. So if that means in, what does Arataza mean?
earth.
That is correct. Give that brother a hand.
We gotta keep going and doing classes like that. We doing something interesting.
Oh, you brought this out a little bit early? Most of that Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's why we go over most commonly used words, right? One thing that you're gonna see over and over in Hebrew is Qadash. The other word you're gonna see over and over again is Arataza, right? Let's see, what's another word you'll see? You'll see Hayah a lot. You'll see Debar. You'll see Amar. Because Debar is word, right? You'll see Amar, which is like command or speaking. You know what I'm saying? Right? Alahaya, you know what I'm saying? So you'll see these words frequently, right? Okay, so we already have Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Qadash, Hayah, Shemka, which is our Father. Our Father who art in heaven, holy or hallowed, the name Yahweh, Malak Wakah, your kingdom, enter, your fragment referencing back to the Lord of grass in the earth, right? Okay. So, and what's so crazy about this is making a specific reference, right? Okay. So the Lord has a favorite body of water. The Lord has a favorite speck of land. Is a favorite bird. So his favorite body of water is a Jordan, right? Favorite bird is a dove, right? Favorite flower is the lily. Favorite people is Yasha'Allah, right? Okay? His favorite parcel of land is what's been fought over for eons and eons and eons. You know what I'm saying? Which is the Middle East, also known as the Arabian Peninsula, from the Mesopotamian all the way down to east of the Nile River. Okay? So, and at that point in time, that was the known earth. That was the fragment of the earth, the grass that was known to man. Okay? All right? Let me see. Time, shit.
It's almost 9, sir.
Oh,
Saturday.
shit. I mean, we might as well stop right here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and as you can see from what we've gone over, the past, dang on near 7 classes, is all tied in to the Lord's Prayer. You know what I'm saying? And the more and more and more we use these things and these terms, and what was crazy when we were doing the reading yesterday, you know what I'm saying, for the feast, you know, the brother just reading it in Hebrew, and I was okay, yeah. It was just boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So, and don't get it twisted. Even though me being a teacher of Hebrew, I study. You know what I'm saying? So I learn more and more. And when I hear words, now it's becoming a second language to me. Like really, like being able to articulate, speak, or hear someone say it or read it, and not having to look up the word and just know it. Go ahead.
So like if I may, also what I've noticed about myself is that even if I'm not the one reading it, and I don't have to have certain things in my face when other people are reading, I can tell when you're saying words wrong.
Yeah, real talk.
It's like, no, that's not
right.
Right.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying? And from the back room, la. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? All right. So we gonna pick up. So what we're gonna start doing now is we're gonna start breaking down prayer. I've done in class breaking down Lord's Prayer before, but I'm gonna break down all of the prayers, the formal prayers, and then we're gonna break down informal prayers, like quick ones you can say one off to the Lord. Where you don't have to be Abanawa, Shabbat Shabayim, Shemka. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to go down the entire formality because sometimes you just, yes, it's the salutes of prayers as well. But sometimes you need something shorter than that that's just 2 words. Like Lord help me. You know what I'm saying? Father give me strength. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into those, all right? So with that, I'm going to say Shalom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barakathum to my brothers, you know what I'm saying, to my sisters. Shalom Yahweh Shemar Elathan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And we gone.